AEW has officially announced the second annual Forbidden Door pay-per-view alongside New Japan Pro Wrestling, but this time, instead of the United Center in Chicago, it's going to be taking place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We've got details on that, plus a big summer's worth of events in Canada for All Elite Wrestling. Could the Bella Twins be heading to AEW? Well, not according to Nikki Bella. Speaking of the Bella Twins, Bryan Danielson, we've got an update on his injury status after competing in that historic 64-minute Iron Man match main event at AEW Revolution. And could Kenny Omega go to WWE? Well, the cleaner has spoken on if he's going to stay in AEW or head to the opposition. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of All Elite Wrestling. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEW Dynamite live on TBS. But first, heading into tonight's show in Winnipeg, actually in Canada, plenty of Canadian announcements regarding All Elite Wrestling and a big summer of AEW events in Canada. Now, it was announced just in the last hour or so at the time of recording that AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling will join forces once again to present Forbidden Door live on pay-per-view. This time, though, of course, last year it took place at the United Center in Chicago. This time, this year, it's going to be taking place at the Scotiabank Arena, that being in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, on Sunday, June 25th. Now, tickets are going to be going on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Most likely, one would think a bit like last year, it's going to probably sell out pretty instantly. Last year's AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door event was a massive, monumental success, with them selling out the United Center, doing good business on pay-per-view, doing good business internationally and domestically. And as is the case with anything when it comes to pro wrestling, if something makes money, they'll do it again and again and again until it doesn't make money. So certainly AEW was very, very happy about the event. New Japan Pro Wrestling, they were very happy about the event, even though the event itself was pretty snake-bit last year when it came to the likes of Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, and others all not being available due to injury or a variety of reasons. Despite that, there are still plenty of cross-promotional dream matches that could be taking place in Canada this year, and there are new talents in AEW and New Japan that could appear at the event, one being Mercedes Moné. She is now the new IWGP Women's Champion. Could she be wrestling at the event, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling in a cross-promoted event with All Elite Wrestling? But that's not the only thing that AEW are going to be doing this summer when it comes to events in Canada, because AEW has released a press release announcing a massive 6-show summer Canadian tour, kicking off with the return of Forbidden Door in Toronto. AEW will host 3 shows in 3 provinces across June and July. Easy for me to say. Now, they released this press release that reads as follows, quote, AEW CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative Tony Khan today announced that AEW will begin a month-long excursion of Canada starting in June, touring across Ontario, Alberta, and Saskatchewan for red-hot shows including AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage, AEW House Rules, and the highly anticipated return of the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view. After selling out the Coca-Cola Coliseum in minutes for AEW's Toronto debut last October, the Scotiabank Center will play host to the Forbidden Door pay-per-view on Sunday, June 25, marking the second iteration of this groundbreaking event that pits the best and brightest talent on the AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling rosters against one another. Tickets for Forbidden Door go on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. From there, AEW's foray into Canada continues with a number of market debuts and marquee events, including Wednesday, June 28, AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage live from the First Ontario Centre in Hamilton, Ontario. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. Eastern. Wednesday, July 5th, AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage live from Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. as well. Wednesday, July 12th, AEW Dynamite from the SaskTel Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. Central Time. Friday, July 14, AEW Rampage Live from the Brandt Center in Regina, Saskatchewan. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 24 at 10 a.m. Central Time. Saturday, July 15, AEW House Rules live at the Saddle Dome as part of Canada's iconic annual cultural event, the Calgary Stampede in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 17 at 10 a.m. as well. So certainly there, you've got all of these events, including Forbidden Door, Dynamites, Rampages, House Rule shows as well, taking place in Canada across this summer. Certainly it's going to be a big year for AEW in Canada. Beginning tonight, of course, tonight's Dynamite will be taking place in Winnipeg, Canada. There's that big Trios Championship match involving a lot of Winnipeg natives, including Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Don Callis. So AEW really looking to expand into that Canadian market this summer, kicking off with Forbidden Door, pitting the likes of the AEW roster against the roster from New Japan Pro Wrestling 2. Now, will the AEW roster consist of the Bella Twins, of course now known as the Garcia Twins, later on this year? Well, WWE Hall of Famers Nikki and Brie Bella have been the talk of the wrestling world in the past 24 hours when they revealed that they have officially departed the company. Nikki and Brie revealed that they would be going under the names Nikki and Brie Garcia and collectively as the Garcia Twins, with Brie's husband Bryan Danielson currently working for AEW and his family recently being the key focal point of his feud with MJF. Many have speculated that the two could appear for AEW. Of course, Nikki and Brie were actually both backstage at AEW Revolution, which only added to the speculation that they could soon become All Elite. But per Nikki herself, they don't seem to be actually signing with AEW. Taking to Instagram Live, Nikki said the two aren't going to AEW and that they were backstage so that they could take her son backstage to a wrestling show featuring his uncle Brian. There has also been a bit of a rumor killer when it comes to possibly Taya Valkyrie wrestling tonight on Dynamite, but we'll have to wait and see. Look, whenever it comes to all these kind of things, what's Nikki Bella going to do? Is she going to go on social media and go, yes, me and Brie are going to be signing with AEW? Do I think they'll end up there? Anything's possible. Family are there at the moment. If they've got that wrestling itch that they want to scratch, they could do it in AEW, but at the same time, if they wanted to, they could have done it in WWE. They weren't happy with management. They've got friends in AEW like Renee Paquette, like Saraya, but at the same time, they've still got friends in WWE as well. So am I expecting to see the Garcia Twins in AEW? Pro wrestling says that anything's possible, so we'll wait and see indeed what they decide to do. Now, speaking of the Bella Twins, of course, Brie Bella's husband, or Brie Garcia's husband, shall I say, is Bryan Danielson, and Bryan Danielson has yet to make an in-person appearance on AEW television since his loss to MJF at AEW Revolution. Bryan appeared in a pre-tape on last week's AEW Dynamite where he spoke about the pain he was in, and he noted how he was going home. Speaking with the Unconsciously Coupled podcast, Bryan provided an update on his status following the show. Bryan detailed the physical pain that he finds himself in after the 65-minute war with MJF at Revolution, as well as some mental pain that his kids won't understand. He said, quote, legitimately, I'm in a ton of pain. I just wrestled for over 65 minutes. I've got a black eye. I can't lift my left arm past here, partially raising his arm. I have shooting pain going down my leg. There's this big gaping wound on my stomach. Those kind of things. It's like, oh, sorry, daddy is in a lot of pain. They understand that, but as they get older, they're going to understand that some of this is not physical. So as to when we expect Bryan Danielson back, I mean, they did just announce the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, so logically, considering he missed the event last year, and at one point he was scheduled to face Zack Sabre Jr., he would hopefully want to do that match again this year, or at least some match on that card, so I would expect him maybe to be off for the next couple of weeks. Double or Nothing is also before then as well, and that's a big pay-per-view event for AEW, so maybe they have him back for Double or Nothing. Maybe he's in the Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament. Of course, that was won by Adam Cole last year. Maybe Bryan Danielson wins it this year, and then maybe he moves on to Forbidden Door, but don't expect to see Bryan Danielson on AEW television for the next few weeks anyway. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to see Kenny Omega tonight. He's going to be part of that AEW World Trios Championship match. Former AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, though, has commented on his future, noting that he enjoys finding his own path. There's currently a lot of speculation surrounding Omega's next move, following reports that Omega is open-minded about the possibility of a WWE run. This came after a report that several names within WWE believe that they actually do have a chance to land the AEW EVP. Speaking with CBC, Omega didn't directly address these WWE rumors, but noted that he is always interested in doing something new. He said, quote, "I think at this point anything new appeals to me, and challenges they always appeal to me. At one point, it was one of those, if you say I can't do it, I really want to do it. Now it's not that. I wouldn't say I'm older and wiser. It's more like I'm older and I care less about that. It's more about what kinds of people I can reach, or can I reach. What kind of positive thing can I contribute? And what do I even feel best suited for? I always try to find my own way, or at least try to lean in the direction of where my heart is pulling me. I haven't had that sort of epiphany just yet." As I mentioned, Omega last wrestled at the March 5th AEW Revolution event, where he and the Young Bucks dropped the AEW World Trios Championships to the House of Black. Now, along with Omega, there have been rumors about AEW negotiating not only his contract, but also the contracts of the Young Bucks as well, hoping to tie them down to new deals much before they do become free agents later this year. Whether or not they'll be able to do that, time will only tell, but certainly it's going to be a big story in All Elite Wrestling as the year goes on. But there you go, guys. This is the latest AEW news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, you can join the WN365 roster by clicking that join button, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.